What's up guys, this is TCG Sam here, and in today's video, I got an Adamancipator deck profile post-September ban list. Yes, I know the ban list has been out for a while, but I've been thinking on how to make this deck better, and ultimately I still decide to stick with the combo build as opposed to like the pure build that's been running around right now. So before we get started, I just want to ask you guys to please remember to subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and turn on that notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload. But anyways, without further ado, let's get straight into the profile. Alright, so getting into the deck profile, first of all, I apologize if you hear any sounds in the background. That's my computer processing a new video. Yes, it's very loud because its fans need a lot of power to cool it down. But anyways, starting off, the 9 miners, you definitely need these now more than ever. You really just want to see one plus like at least one extender to start your whole combo. Not much more to explain there. They're all very, very good, and you're pretty much able to use like all their extension effects right now with like, especially notably Seeker, because before it was a little difficult too because you didn't have that many Adamancipators on board. But yeah, not much to say about the 9 Seekers. So next, play 3 Quackimero Guardian. This card is incredible. This is why I believe this deck actually can still compete, because once you stick this on board, you're just protected from hand traps. From like Gamma, like Ash, Veiler. Another good thing about this deck is it doesn't hard lose to something like Lancia or Droll, like Dragon Link might get hit by, so it's also very, very good. Not much to explain there either. Play triple Doki Doki. This is the best one to hit off your miners, but definitely the worst one to start with because it's just so vulnerable to hand traps, but you definitely still have to play it. Doki Doki, very, very good card. Then I decided to play 1 copy of Dragite, and now 1 copy seems weird because I can't even summon it off Doki, so like why would I play it? My logic with this was you get to stack your deck with Adamancipator signs, and when you're low on hand, when you are low on hand advantage, you definitely want to stack this and just summon it off one of your miners to draw a card to use for discard fodder like Dragoon. So it's definitely come up for me before. And it's also very, very good to hit off of your miners when you already have like a Guardian on board. It doesn't really matter what you hit, you just need a monster to hit. This is very, very good to do that. It also, of course, enables your Dragite from actually being able to use this effect. Next, I decided to play 2 Quackimero Suppliers. This is a very, very, very good card. So when Rock Monster sent to the graveyard, I'm able to special summon it from my hand and then add a Quackimero Guardian from my deck to my hand, which is really, really good. So it's an extender, it gets you hand advantage, plus it's a rock you can hit off your miners. So actually, it's not even that bad if you just hit it. Like, cause you summon it, you get a search, and if you, let's say you special summon Analyzer, you can search for the Guardian, normal Guardian, and just combo from there. So it's really, really good. I only play 2 because I don't want to see multiples of it. It's pretty bad to see multiples. Next, I played 3 copies of Tenny Spirited Hara. This is still definitely needed because it just enables your Haki Fibrax plays. And Haki Fibrax is still a very central part of this deck, even more important now than ever because Block Dragon's gone. You gotta be able to turbo into your Haki Fibrax as quickly as possible. The Earth attribute is less important now, but it's still a free special summon of a tuner, which is really, really good, and it doesn't conflict with the card like Unexpected Die. Next, for the extenders, I played 2 Petting Cessor and 1 Dinotherium. So they all essentially do the same thing. It's a free level 4 body on the board. The only reason I decided to play 2 and 1 is because Petting Cessor I like a little better because it doesn't have that negative downside of letting your opponent summon something back. But the problem with Petting Cessor is you can only use it once returned. So if you draw multiples, it actually doesn't work. But like there's something like Dinotherium, you can draw multiples and it still work, which is why I actually do like this card. But I just felt like the downside was a little too heavy because your opponent can bring back something like Herald of the Arclight. Maybe my logic is a little flawed, and I'd rather play 2 Dinotherium, 1 Petting Cessor. That definitely works. Now that I'm talking and thinking about it, I think I actually will change it to 2 Dinotherium, 1 Petting Cessor. Other than that, these all play the same role, just a free level 4 extender. And then for the one-offs, Plague Spreader, Dragon Buster, and Gigantes. Plague Spreader now because obviously Olion is banned. Plague Spreader is very, very good. Dragon Buster Destruction Sword, this is what this deck can still do that makes it quite unfair. it gives you an extra deck lock, so a lot of decks aren't really breaking that, combo decks at the very least. So by playing this in your deck, you're allowing your deck to still compete with those top decks. Gigantes is still quite a decent extender that I still chose to play because you can search it off of a Gallant Granite if you really need to. But even if you hard draw it, it can be used as a level 4 extender later on in your turn. These aren't like the best to draw, so like I'll obviously play one of them, but Gigantes still pretty needed in my opinion. Played Angel Trumpeter and Beta the Magnet Warrior for the Unexpected Die package. Not much to say, just free level 4 extenders. One of them is a tuner, quite good. And of course Beta you can hit off your miners. And then I play the Dark Magician and Red Eyes, so I actually do play Dragoon in this deck. I feel like it's very necessary now to just have more. You lost so much advantage from your Block Dragon that even if you get hand trapped at this point, you still want to be able to set up interruptions of some kind. So Dragoon, pretty good. And then obviously one Red Eyes Fusion for the Dragoon, and then triple Unexpected Die. Like I mentioned earlier, this is one of the greatest extenders in the deck because it gets you a free level 4 regardless, but it can also get you a tuner for Hulk, or can also get you a rock if you need it for some reason for like a researcher or something. You're also able to use the extenders with it in the deck with this. So Adhara works even if you have to use this first. Petting Successor works if you have to use this first, and Dynetherium also works if you use this first. So this is why I decided to play Unexpected Die. It's the most restrictive of all the extenders, but it's very, very powerful because it summons from your deck. And then I played triple Signs and 1 Reborn. Signs is definitely needed now. 1 helps you play through hand traps, but 2 it just helps you build a better and bigger board that you definitely need to be able to compete with the other meta decks right now. It's very important to be able to always set up multiple interruptions in this deck, so I decided to play as many extenders as possible, and its stack effect is very, very powerful. Finally, I played 1 copy of Shade Brigandine as my last extender. I also didn't want to play double Dynetherium for this reason because I just wanted to diversify the level 4 extenders I had. Shade Brigandine, pretty good. It's just a free level 4 monster. It's a normal monster, so that may or may not matter, but Shade Brigandine, not much to say about that. Pretty good. If you don't want to play, you can play another copy of Dynetherium or something, maybe like an Upstart Goblin or whatever. Just more consistency cards or more extenders. That's going to do it for the main deck, and now I'm going to be moving on to the extra deck, where I play 1 copy of Link Cross. Very, very good, obviously in tandem with Christian Hockey Fibrax. This deck can still abuse these cards. Maybe once these go though, this deck I'm pretty sure is completely dead, unfortunately. Even like the pure build makes use of the Hockey Fibrax to summon a Satellite Warrior or something. But while it's still around, these are still very, very powerful, obviously. Play 1 Nightmare Phoenix as a generic Link 2 that you can use to Link Climb and go for game when going second. As it is a flex slot in the extra deck, I had an extra space, so I decided to play it. Union Care, obviously, for the Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. And then 1 Access Code Talker, this is needed to go for game, because without Block Dragon getting you all that advantage, you pretty much just need cards that let you just kill your opponent right then and there, and Access Code Talker does that. Obviously the Anaconda, and I actually don't have a Dragoon. I decided not to buy it until the tournaments actually start. For multitude of reasons, I've learned my lesson with the Adamancipator deck. But regardless, Verti Anaconda Dragoon is very, very powerful in this deck. Definitely needed now. At the end of the combo, you can just slap Verti Anaconda on top of like your Herald, Savage, and Dragon Lock or something. You get a free Dragoon on top of that, which is very, very good. 1 Gallant Granite. This card is still incredible. That's why you play all the level 4 extenders, because it just acts as a starter for all your plays. You just activate this, search a researcher, summon a researcher, and then you just go out from there. Like even if researcher misses, you have a Hockey Fibrax, which is still pretty powerful just on its own. Speaking of Hockey Fibrax, Metal Marcher and Cyber's Integrator are cards you go into. The reason I play Cyber's Integrator is because when you Hockey Fibrax in this deck specifically, you want to be going into what's it called, Raptite. So you need a tuner and a non-tuner. So you summon 2 tokens off Link Cross, you make a Marcher. Marcher brings back the Plague Spreader, and the other token goes into Integrator, and then you sync these 2 up into Raptite. And Cyber's Integrator has a great effect when it's excuse me. When sent to the graveyard, you get to just draw a card. So continuing to maintain hand advantage is very, very good. One Herald of the Arclight. This deck can still play it, so not much to say about that. Really, really good card. One Raptite and one copy of Dragite. I don't play Leonite because this is the pure combo build. Raptite's definitely needed for it as an extender. Even if you leave it on board, if you have a card like Dynetherium in your graveyard, it's still pretty good for its DD Crow effect. Dragite is very good at outing Dragoon because it doesn't target, and it's also Spell Trap Negate, so definitely very, very needed cards. That's what still makes Adamancipator so powerful. They have cards like these built into their archetype. Like Raptite is an extender. Dragite just like can break whole boards by itself if you activate like 2 or 3 rocks. You're gonna just return their whole board to their hand without targeting, which is just pretty crazy. Plus, you can recycle it with the blue stone. And finally, one Borlo Savage Dragon for the Dragon block, plus the extra negate off of Savage itself. So, very, very good. Alright, so if you guys got this far in the video, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like and subscribe. Make sure leave a comment, let me know what you think in the comments below. And stay tuned for the combos video / test hand video coming out soon. But yeah, anyways, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I will see you soon. If you guys want the cheapest Yugioh cards on the market in Canadian dollars with free shipping to Canada, then be sure to check out my eBay page in the description below.